live.
And we're live.
What's going on, everybody?
Welcome back to Tone Wars Sunday nights.
That's right. We are going to have kind of a casual hang tonight. I have, I've spent the week collecting people's presets that already play the Helix and getting those so that we can take their best favorite go-to preset. And what I'm doing is I'm finding a profile in the Kemper that is of the same exact amp, you know.
See. Yep.
And so I've spent the whole week collecting that stuff, lining it up, arranging. I'm still doing the volume balancing thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm almost done with that.
So you've been like a crazy person.
Yeah,
You've been hibernating and spending way too many minutes and hours alone with your equipment.
Yeah, and I'm not practicing. I'm just doing palm mutes and testing and volume matching and crap like that. So it's been really fun. And running up and down the stairs with my Helix and loading in presets and going back up. And yeah, it's been fun. So, first of all.
First of all.
Cheers. And I want to.
So cheers.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Dave and his wife
Rebel,
Sherry. Dave
yes.
Rebel. Thanks for dropping off this whiskey. Yeah. This stuff it's our favorite.
Bomb. It's the freaking bomb.
There's nothing better. We'll tell you what it is in a minute. Oh.
40 Creek.
Spiced honey whiskey.
Yeah, from Canada.
Yeah, from
you can't
Canada.
buy it here. We have to have him smuggle it to us.
This stuff is like
heaven and hell in a cup.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's so good because it's like it's not too sweet,
right?
And it's not too bitter, and it's got a little bit of spice,
a
little burn, and it's gorgeous. It tastes so good.
All the good things.
Yeah, it tastes like a sunset.
Ooh, I like that. After you've been at the beach all day and kind of have a little sunburn.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so good.
Let's say hi to some people.
Yeah.
Brian Miller, what's
up, Brian? How you doing, man?
Andrew Stone Rock, woo!
How you doing, Andrew?
Aaron Short, hey guys.
What's going on, Aaron?
Let's see, Trevor. I'm gonna just trash your last name. Norse. Hi, Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
The Chicago Todd. Thank you for the belated birthday wishes. It was my birthday this week. Yes. Let's see what else. M. Prater 86. Cheers.
Oh, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Cheers. Let's see. Trevor again. Nothing like drinking on the job.
I know.
That's the beauty of doing YouTube in your home.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
We're being responsible, but we're still drinking.
Ben Burnett says, "Thank God Carrie's here."
I told him today that you might not make it, so I had the show kind of arranged. So if we seem a little discombobulated, it's her fault.
Oh no, I'll bring it together. We'll get it together.
I had the show arranged a certain way, and she's like, "I think I can make it." I'm like, "All right, I'm happy that you're going to be here, but I got to go downstairs and rearrange some stuff." So I have my chair over her, and
yeah, we got to scoot you over.
Yeah, it's all good. It's worth it.
Well, listen, we're getting some questions already. Aaron Lucas, hi Aaron.
What's up, Aaron?
And Derek Anderson. I'm
What's
glad
up,
you
Derek?
guys are all here with us. All right, so Andrew, are you not using metering on your PC for level matching?
What I'm using, tonight, I do have a meter I'm looking at on this monitor over here, and I did do a lot of that, and but you know how meters are, when you're palm muting and doing different things, it does different things, you know what I mean? It'll go further or not as far, depending on how you're playing. So I'm doing the best I can. I'm almost there. So it'll be there, and nothing's ever perfect because some people are just going to hit the strings harder than others, and you know some people's guitars are a little louder than others. So it's just going to vary, you know. But I'll do the best I can. I mean, in this shootout, there's probably going to be at least 50 presets and profiles.
He has busy.
Yeah, because I want this to be thorough.
Yeah.
Fair,
yep,
and
fun,
and I want there to be a lot of variety for people, because here's the thing: if you just play, like, let's just say an EVH on the Helix and an EVH on the Kemper and go, well, I like this one on the whichever product better, so I guess that one's better. No, that's not how it works. You can't judge a restaurant by one thing on their menu. You got to order like at least 3 or 4 things. That's why when Gordon Ramsay, we're 5. That's why when Gordon Ramsay did what was it called, the
Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah, the Hell's Kitchen. He would go and order like several menu items, and then basically eat a few bites of things, and then he'd go puke, and then he'd come back and say, "This is bloody awful," And then so he judged it based on everything that he ate, as opposed to one thing. So
Are you the person? Because I know I do this. I do order several things, but then when I find the one thing.
Yeah.
I have to order every time I go back.
I do that, but then
favorites?
I do switch, like at our one of our favorite Thai places.
Yes.
I'll have the peanut curry.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll get the Gangai.
The peanut curry box. I want it every time.
Yeah, peanut curry's awesome.
Thai peanut curry.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll mix it up,
Well, enough about food. We have another question.
Yeah.
I noticed you have the foot switch covers on your Helix switches. They would fit the HX Stomp, right? I'd like to buy some. So what brand and size did you get?
Yeah, they do fit those. I got these from Gear by Seba. So you can get Gear by Seba. You can also get barefoot buttons. Those are good ones. Yeah, they for bare feet.
Barefoot buttons.
Yeah, barefoot buttons. Both of them are good products. So I think you're safe either way. Whichever one you want to get. Barefoot buttons a little more color through, a little more light through, though, is what I've found. So if you're kind of big into that, then...
Are they just more comfortable for a barefoot?
Yeah, because those little switches, I mean, how some people are with their tender little feet.
Well, that's me. I have tender feet.
So they're and plus when you have even shoes on, it's just a bigger surface area to hit.
So are those the barefoot ones?
No, those are Gear by Seba.
Oh.
And so, like, you get taller ones for the top row and shorter ones for the bottom row. Mm-hmm. And then if you notice over here, I don't have any because I don't ever want to accidentally go to a different bank when I'm pushing one of these. So that's my advice. Don't put them on your bank up and down, because that should be more of a purposeful.
Right?
Oh, yeah, it'll screw everything up. So that's more of a purposeful thing that you do, that you're not in the heat of battle trying to go up a bank. You usually do that in between songs. So
got it.
Yeah. So anyways, but yeah, so let's kind of get to it, huh? Let's not make these guys wait. How many people we got here? I just want to...
16 on my
16?
phone.
All right, good.
Let's see. The Chicago Todd Sweetweeder. It's the whiskey already.
Sweetweeder, man.
Sweetwater. Right. Sweetwater got some inventory, and my Kemper Stage was delivered yesterday. Had a total of 15 minutes with it so far. Found a diesel VH4 profile on there, and damn, sounds like killer. I can't wait to play more. Did I translate that right? Damn.
Damn. And a snap in a circle. No, that you probably ran into the same VH4 that I ran into when I got mine. I was scrolling through and I'm like, oh, I got to do a VH4. And my buddy Jamie Trevino was over, and
Jamie Trevino played a gig at a nudist camp this week.
I know. That must have been fun. Hopefully he chimes in, because I want to see what happened with that one.
Is the law here? Are you there?
There, are you ashamed of yourself?
Right.
So anyways, enough nudity talk here. Back to work. So I pulled up the same VH4 I think you did, because I was the same way. I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. So yeah, both of us were playing it for a while, and I even filmed him, put it on YouTube or Facebook. It was a couple years ago, or a year and a half ago, right around there. But it man, I feel you. There's some good stuff in there. So let's do this. I'll do a couple, and then we'll see what your guys' thoughts are. So please comment and tell us what you think so far, and we can have a little back and forth. So I'm going to do, I think it's 5. Am I doing
something about to go down over there? There's a little screen that popped up.
Oh, no, I think it's just a...
Okay. Sorry, I didn't want to...
No, you're good. You're good.
Bump something in.
Yeah. So what we'll do is I'll do a couple. I'll do 2. and then we'll have a conversation, and then I'll do 2 more, and we'll have a conversation, and then I'll do the last one. I got a special treat for the last one.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Better than whiskey?
Maybe. Maybe for somebody. Maybe Ben will like that one. Okay, so this one here, and I'm going to tell you what amp I'm playing, but I'm not going to tell you whether this is the Kemper or the Helix.
Okay.
So I'm just going to play. This is the Rev, okay? And Helix just released
look at that. You got the Kemper up here, the Helix on the floor, and you're gonna...
So
nice.
it's going to be, it's kind of, I didn't want everybody looking at the top of my head when I'm making changes. Sure. I have a very beautiful top of my head, but I don't want to share it with everybody all the time.
Are you guys hearing some feedback out there? I'm hearing a little bit of something in my ears, and I don't know if it's translating live.
Are you? But, I'm not hearing anything.
Anyway, if you are, comment.
Yeah, so let's go with the Rev Geno. And so basically, again, Helix just released a new update, and the Rev was in there. So I'll do that, and then I'll do another one, and then we'll talk. Okay, so I'm going to mute the mic, and then I'll do this one, and then I'll introduce the next one. Okay, so that was the 2 units, and I'm not going to say which one was which, but that was the Rev on both units.
Wow, different.
Yeah, very different.
Very different.
Very different. So just so everybody knows, I've had multiple people try to tell me how to do this, and I do appreciate advice.
Yes.
I do appreciate input, but I also people have to understand that I'm being as fair and as diplomatic as I can with this, and there will be, even tonight, and especially next weekend, there will be the same impulse response on some of these, and there will be different impulse responses or cabs on others. The reason why I'm doing that is there are things that are available on the Kemper or the Helix that either one of them doesn't offer.
Right.
And I think that shows some versatility and some of the benefits of either unit.
Well, and there might be things that you need on one that the other one doesn't have, and so that's your winner.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, there's always going to be the opinion factor.
Yeah, there's always going to be people that say you should have did this and you should have did that. So the reason, and so like when I do the shootout, there's going to be 5, I think, 5 Rev amps, profiles, and 5 Rev presets in the Helix. So I'm giving them each 5 times, 5 chances to compete. You know what I mean? To play paper, rock, scissors. Yeah. So you know what I mean? So and some of those will have the same IR, some of them won't. But that's the nature of the units. Sure. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make it fair. I'm trying to keep it diplomatic. And if I do it all with the same impulse responses, in my opinion, that's not fair, because you need to show the versatility of these units as well.
We have some guesses already.
Oh, I'm sure.
You want to know? You want me to say?
Read them. I can't reveal anything, but I'd like to see.
So I'm probably going to slaughter this name, but Alvaro Castilla. Number 1 was the Helix, and number 2 was the Kemper. Anybody think he was right? I mean, he can't reveal.
I can't reveal because, yeah.
And then Darren West says, let me tell you how to do it.
All right, mate.
Should have put 5 EQ and compression.
5 EQ and a bunch of compression blocks. Yeah, exactly.
Bueno.
Yeah, so, all right, so let me go to the next one. Let me make sure I'm doing this in the right order. Let me pull up my...
So you guys, the shootout is coming up next Sunday.
Yes.
And we're going to be on an hour earlier. It's going to be at 6 Eastern Daylight Time instead of 7, because we've got a lot that we're going to pack in. So don't forget to tune in.
Yes, it's going to be a huge night. We're going to rearrange this whole studio.
Yeah.
So the guy that's going to be checking these out is going to be about right here on a chair.
Uh-huh.
You and I are going to be over there.
Yeah.
And we're going to be walled off. You'll be able to see. We're going to look like Kilroy. You're going to see
heads.
like. Yeah, and so because we don't want you guys seeing what we're doing, and because we want it to be fun. If they see it, then they're gonna. It just takes the fun out of it,
Yeah.
you know. And then of course we don't want this guy that's sitting here to see what we're doing. So it's all going to be on the up and up, and I'll discuss the rules after I play this one. So this one, how about I do? I wish I had my list with me. I forgot to download the picture. Yeah, well, I know where I can get it. It's in my community section. And,
yeah. Have you checked out the community section? He
yeah.
posts things in there from time to time.
I sure do. So we got a Rev, a 5150, a Friedman. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to give a shout out to Chris, because I had a nice conversation with Chris today. Chris Taggart. He did a video about the Kemper versus Helix, and he's a Helix guy, and he just bought a Kemper, and he's having trouble falling in love with it. And I had a conversation with him today. So I said, you know what? Send me your patch. Send me your preset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So he was kind enough to email it to me. I put it in the Helix, and I said, I'm going to find a profile in the Kemper that I think will be better for you and help you out. So, and I said, can I have your permission to, A, use your name?
Yeah.
And he said yes. And B, use your preset in the shootout. And I said, maybe if we get other people, you know what I mean, to play it, maybe they can help him with the decision as well. So I have it here, and I'm going to use that tonight for a special treat, you know. So let me do that. So I'm going to pull his up. Here it is. And this is the regular rhythm channel that he has on his 2204. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull it up in the Kemper now. And
so now, are you planning that they're going to sound similar or different?
Well, these have the same impulse response.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the exact same impulse response. And so I think that Chris did a good job dialing this in the Helix. But
so this one we are gonna know what is what.
No, nope. And I ain't telling you nothing. All I'm going to tell you is these are Marshall 2204 profile in the Kemper, preset on the Helix, and I got my AB box here. And you don't know if A is B or B is A or what. So I'm going to go ahead and play them right now for you, and you tell me what you all think. Hang on.
Gosh, they just both sounded so different again.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
Same exact.
One was super chunky, and I mean not super chunky, but chunkier than the other one.
Yeah, one had a lot more aggression than the other one. You know, and same settings, same amp module or model or profile or whatever you want to call it. I'll just call it same amp. Okay. Same amp. Same IR. Same settings. Same OD pedal. Same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Translated so differently.
Yep. It's so different. Yep. So for the guys who say like, oh, you got to use the same IR, it's not fair. You know what? There's still a big difference no matter what I do.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, like, guys, you got to trust me. I will be using the same impulse responses on a lot of them, but I'm also going to be using different ones because I need to show the variety. Because what if Kemper has a really good cab in there mixed in with the profile and it just sounds amazing? Why should Kemper have to sacrifice that to match up with something that's not as good in the Helix? And conversely, vice versa. What if there's something in the Helix that just sounds really good, but I have to dumb it down to match something? It just doesn't make sense. So I want to show each product's best, And we're going to have a bonus round where we do stuff like that, where we do some tutti frutti.
They're saying every time I say it's chunkier, it has to be the Kemper. Let's see, what are people saying about it? I like the first one best, and I think it's the Kemper, so 1, Kemper 2, Helix. I want to know. Let's see, his left switch Kemper, his right switch Helix.
Well, here's what I'll do. Let me do this again. So I'm going to do A and B. Let me leave the mic on because I don't think it'll pick up a little bit of string clack, but it shouldn't be a big deal. So let me go ahead and do this again. So this is B, okay? Okay, so this is A.
He's dyslexic.
Okay, so the last one was A.
Right.
First one was B, last one was A. So, and again, it's the same exact, it's the Marshall 2204. And in here, it's a Marshall 2204. Same exact.
Darren said that Marshall 2204 first one sounded better to his ear.
Okay.
And that was at 720. It's 724.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so that's what it was. So the B was first and the A was second on this one.
Dookie, back again from South Korea.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
We are doing good. How are you?
Good to see you here.
I'm assuming it is not the same time of day there.
Probably not.
They're like ahead of us. They're a day ahead of us, right?
So while you're chatting with people, let me find the next one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an HBE with a Friedman. So let me find that real quick.
We're having a cool video shoot tomorrow night.
Yes, we are.
Can I say where, or is it a surprise?
You can say where.
I can say where?
Yeah.
We're going to a boxing ring.
Yeah.
We're going to shoot a little promo.
Yeah.
Some video footage, trying to make the show a little professional, a little more... Are we going to use it just for this fight night coming up?
Probably.
Or is it for all the fight nights?
The fight nights.
Nice.
Yeah, so all the fidget nights will have that.
That's right.
Yep. So they'll all have it. Okay. So yeah, that'll be fun. We've been working hard.
Yes.
We've been working
especially
very hard.
Him.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a lot of work. I'm just trying to put out the best content I can for you guys, and I honestly want our shootouts and our fight nights to be definitive. I want them to be very thorough, very fair, but at the end of it, I want everybody to walk away going, it is what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's no there's no buts. Nobody has a butt after this.
No, but there's no butts.
We are going to be the
Don't
butt
take
collectors.
all the butts away.
No one's going to have a booty after this, Yeah, so, okay, so this is the HBE, okay, which is a Friedman. And this one also has the same exact impulse response, okay? So let's go over these real quick. So the first one, let me do... I'll do B and A again. I'm just going to stick with that. So the first one's B, second one's A. So I'm going to mute the mic. Hang on one second. Okay, so there's that. Same impulse response, same everything, you know.
Yeah.
So that's basically what that is, you know. So hopefully you guys got something out of that, you know.
What is that? What's a hairy brown eye? What does that mean?
Oh, HBE. That's what it means.
Oh.
Hairy brown eye.
I'm like, is that something? Because you said no buts left.
Oh.
I was like, oh. Ugh.
Yeah, let me do that one more time. I think I might have left one of them on.
I'll not be singing tonight, by the way.
Yeah, nope. 1 second here. Let me try one more time here. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I did it right, but
you did it right.
Sure. Yeah, just want to make sure I was thorough and fair.
Ah, this is not the same as my Samsung. There. Thank you, Ben. Ben sent the super chat.
Thank
he
you,
said,
sir.
This channel is awesome. I love the gear shootouts. Glad to see you, Carrie. I told Jared earlier, no Carrie, no super chat. Woo!
Well, drinks are on you tonight.
It worked out, right?
Yeah, it worked out pretty good.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Thanks, Ben. And Ben, I want to give Ben a shout out. He sent me some really good profiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, to try out for the shootout too. Because again,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to gather. I don't want to just have
It's not all about you.
Yeah, it's not all about me. But I'm trying to gather as many profiles as I can gather for the Kemper and many presets for the Helix as I can. So again, so they have a fair shot at each other, you know. So it's not just this guy's profiles against this guy's presets. It's and a blend.
You're taking the players, the guitar players that are going to be here participating, you're using their tones as well.
Yes.
What they use when they play out. So you have some that you've picked out and selected from people, and then they've given you what they're actually playing.
And I've also created some in the Helix
that
too.
You think they'll like.
That I think they'll like, and also I'm trying to give, like the one that you just heard on the HBE, I created. You know, on the Kemper, or not on the Kemper, but on the Helix. So one of those I made, you know, because I'm trying to balance it out so that I have some of mine in there. Because I feel like I can make some pretty good presets.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
So, I mean, but I want to give mine in there. I want to get some purchased ones and some suggested ones and some ones that guys use on tour and in the studio. So it's just fair. You know what I mean? It's a blend of everything. So, anyways, so there's the HBE, and so next I'll do a clean. Let's do a Fender clean. Again, same amp in both units. There it is. I just passed it. Fender clean, and then because I want to do cleans too. You know, I want to have. Because a lot of people always ask me, why didn't you do a clean? Like, okay, I'll do a clean. You know, I got no problem with that. I think that's it right there. Bear with me 1 second here, guys.
Dave Salvador.
Hey, Dave.
No, he's not watching. He texted me.
Oh, he texted you?
Yes, he said, I'll pop in when I can. He's practicing.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll be watching later, so... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave. He asked me to send him a 2-minute warning text every Sunday so he doesn't forget.
Gotcha.
No, I'm not going to do that for everybody.
Yeah, leave her your number and she'll spend an hour texting everyone. So this is, I'm going to go A to B this time and see what this is. I haven't volume balanced these yet, so forgive me if I didn't do it right, but here goes. me turn the mic back on. So that's B. Let me go back to A. So this is A. Let me just do like the end of one of our songs. So that's A. This is B. Okay, so that is the Fender Bassman. That's what
they're
that
both
is.
Very nice.
Yeah, yep, they're both good. Yep. Oh, I was going to unmute the mic, but I would have muted
You're
it.
unmuted.
So, yeah, so that's what that one is.
Let's see. Generation X. I already made my choice in this shootout. Bought the stage and sold the Helix. Took me all of an hour playing direct amp profiles into my Mesa cab.
Oh, God, yeah. Like, when you play, like, direct into the power amp, into real cabs, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Like, I got my Synergy Syn 5050 upstairs, and so when I play upstairs, I don't play through an FR. I plug it into that power amp, and I I bypass the cab on the Helix or the Kemper. And it just, there's the power section, what it supplies you with is there's a clean kind of thing that happens with the top end. It gives you this really nice top end. It cleans things up. It takes some of the hair off, and it allows all of your notes, especially when you're doing like single note passages on the lower strings. It allows all of them notes to have room to speak until the next note starts speaking, and it provides a nice stop in between palm mutes and stuff like that, and it really does make a difference. So there's a clarity there that you don't get on anything else. The power section in real cabs, you can't beat it. It really does make a difference. That will be one of our fight nights. We're going to do a fight night between power amp and...
Do you think that'll be the next one? Like October 1st?
I don't know, because I have a product on its way that we might be using for that. I ain't going to tell you yet, but when it gets here, I'll make announcements. Yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah. So, but that will be a blind one too. We want, because all the tube purists like, oh, the tubes are so much better. But we'll find out, won't we? Because you're going to do a blind test, and you got to pick between
eating their Grey Poupon while they're playing their tubes.
So all you tube snobs, and I'm one too, we're going to have to put our money where our mouth is that night, because we're going to do a blind test between tubes and a good FRFR.
Tubes.
And we're going to see if you can pick the difference. And you're going to say which one you like better.
Let's see. You might have already answered this earlier. Hey, Jared, where did you get the custom grill cloth covers?
Grill cloth covers.
Is that the Anastasi by Kit?
Yeah.
No? You got those...
It's a company in Ohio, and I did a video about them, and I can't remember the name.
It's been like a year.
Sorry. Yeah, it's been longer than a year. So what I will do is keep your eye out, because I will post on this video in the comment section. I will post the name of the company.
We got some that say Tone Wars, and then we have some with Anastasi, the band name.
And they did a really good job. I mean, a fantastic job. These things have lasted. They look really good, and they're great. And they don't muffle your sound at all.
Right.
It sounds exactly the same.
Derek Anderson, so what about the feel? Hearing these are one thing, but feel is big for me as well.
Well, I will say that I prefer the feel. I don't want to give too much away. I mean, how do I answer this without... I'll just say I prefer the feel on Kemper, because they don't know which one I'm playing.
Right.
So I prefer the feel on Kemper. It just has the chewiness when you pick, when you're palm muting and digging in and doing a lot of like heavy riffs and stuff like that. There's a chewiness there that the other units just don't have. It's just much... It's more real. It's more reactive. You can feel it's almost like with tubes, you can feel them giving a little and bending, and the Kemper captures that really well, and it's there too. I knew a guy that's an engineer, and he had a hard time understanding, like, what is this feel thing all about? And I was like, okay, well, do you have keyboards that have latency on them? He's like, yeah, I hate those.
Yes.
Do you have some keyboards that they just feel squishy when you play them, or do you want something more solid? He said, I want a solid tech.
Believe it or not, it happens with mics too.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are times when like the sun, moon, and stars align, and
Yeah.
it feels like it's one piece of you, like it's part of you, and. Yep.
And then there's probably times where you feel like you can't sing
wonky.
loud enough, and it's just not picking up your voice, almost like you have it backwards or something, right? So so as soon as I explained that to him, he was like, "Oh, I get it now." Like I said, "Can you type on a squishy keyboard?" He goes, "No, I need a stiff one." I'm like, "Okay, there you go."
Yeah.
So the feel does matter, and I've always said it, like happy hands and happy ears are the best. But if you got miserable hands and happy ears, you're miserable. They both have to agree that this is the way to go, you know. So, but yeah, so the Kemper does feel better to me.
I'm gonna need glasses before too long, man.
Welcome to the club.
All right. Darren West, don't you dial down the sag on the Helix? Shouldn't you dial up the sag on the Helix to achieve chewing?
No, see, I don't like spongy feel though. I like it stiff, but I also like it chewy at the same time. You know, I'm like one of those.
And chewy.
Yeah, stiff and chewy, like
Laffy Taffy.
Yeah.
No, you hate Laffy Taffy.
Like
caramel.
Yeah, I want it to have a little bit of give, but tubes automatically do that anyways, you know. So I always turn the like when I had a Mesa, I had spongy or stiff. I put it on stiff. I hated spongy. But there's still give there, you know. And with a lot of digital platforms, they don't have any. It feels cold, you know, and you just got this cold feel. So the Kemper captures that really well. And you can adjust the sag on the Kemper. So let's get to our final for tonight. Let's get to our final one, which will be, let's do, I think I had an EVH, didn't I? I did. I had an EVH that I wanted to do. Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh. Should I not have done it?
No, you're good. You're good. Oh, yeah, we might get demonetized now because...
Not bad.
No, we could do a Bogner. Let's do a Bogner. And we'll do that one real quick. I have a Bogner right here. Okay, so here's a Bogner. You know, they both have overdrives in front of them, and I've never done these side by side yet. So here we go. 1 second. I'm gonna do A, then B. So that's the Bogner, you know, between the two. So would you think the difference was? Did you notice a big difference?
Me? I was reading the comments. Sorry. I was trying to see if I'd skipped over anything important. I got a job to do.
I got a job to do. You're drinking on the job, too.
That's right. Are you going to fire me?
No.
Right.
No.
Let's see. Ben Burnett.
Lose half our audience.
There's 32 of them right now, by the way.
Awesome.
Ben Burnett says, chewy to me is when the notes bloom. They grow and add flavor to the chord or riff. Non-chewy is when the note is played and just falls off right away. Not to be confused with sustain.
Yes, yeah. There has to be a feel where the pick digs into the strings, and you have to have that reactive kind of thing going on when you're playing. So I think I'll do one more tonight too, since we got 32 people. I'll do one more.
Yeah.
You know, so go ahead and read some comments.
Yeah,
and I'll find
Derek
another
says
one.
he wants to say Kemper feel is better. Haha, the truth is being revealed. Let's see. Keith, A was killer. Darren West, Bogner, first one sounds better. Generation X, loose. Hell, you just got a new sub from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that very much. Thank you.
I'll pay attention this time.
Yeah. So let me find. I have a good EVH one in here that I have. Sorry, I got so many freaking presets in here.
I don't know how he keeps them all straight.
I don't
Honestly,
either.
it's like he's been living and breathing this stuff. Ever since he came up with the idea to do this fight night, he lives and breathes it. Honestly.
Yeah. And digging through them all, there's literally there's 50 in here that I got to dig through, and it's just driving me nuts.
You're just having delivery, right? People are bringing you food and sustenance because your head has been underwater.
I haven't gotten out much, I'll tell you that. Okay, so this is an EVH tone, same impulse response.
Okay.
Same impulse response, just so everybody knows. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this one. Let me make sure. Okay, so I'm going to do A to B. Let's just keep doing A to B so it's just easier to remember what's what. So
For
A
our
to
non-dyslexia viewers.
Exactly. So A to B on this one.
Dang, the first one.
You like the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the first one better?
Yes.
So you like A better on that one, huh? Yeah, they're good. I mean, there's gonna be some. I think
the second one just sounded more compressed.
Does it sound compressed? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, plus we're listening on
directly into my brain,
into our brains. So I still haven't balanced the volumes out.
Okay.
On some of these, and also. I want to see what you guys think at home, depending on what system you're listening on. So, but some
Put it
of
in
these
the comments. What do you think?
Yeah, what one do you like better, A or B? I could do it again if you want. If you want like a little refresher. If you think the volumes are unbalanced, let me know. I'll do it again for you. I don't care.
Do you think the feel of the real tube amp translates through in-ear monitors?
If you have good ones, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you I got the KZAS10s, and these are 5-driver. They have a lot of low end in them, and they're very full and fat sounding. But if you use, when we first started, we used the Sures with the 2 drivers, and they were
not happy.
They were tinny. So I had to add all this low end to it in the EQ, and it did help, but there wasn't really a lot of resonance going on in here. So, but if you get a good pair of in-ears, it'll help big time. Just don't get small ones.
They want you to play them again, but let me read this real quick. Okay. Kemper should come out with a device that drops the ability to create a profile, but is more like a profile player that is in the form factor of an HX stomp. Is that Helix HX? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, the Helix HX stomp is a little guy with just 3 buttons on it, and you could almost fit it in your back pocket and dig with it. It's very small. I agree. I think that would be really cool for guys that just want to have profiles to play, because I'll probably never make profiles. I might someday, but...
I thought you made some. What did you make?
I make presets here.
Presets.
Yeah, but not profiles, because I've never even tried it, So, I mean, there's so many good profiles out there. It's why would I do that when I can just download?
We could do this.
Yeah, I can do this. And I could buy some and support them, because I don't think I'll ever be able to make a profile better than, Tim at Live Ready Sound or a lot of these other guys, you know. All right, so you want me to do this again?
Do it again. Play them again.
All right, so we're going to start with A, and then we'll go to B, okay? So 1 second. Got to pay attention to those pick scratches. That's a dead giveaway.
So would it give it away if you said which one you liked better?
Yeah, so I can't say.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Because I want to know. I feel like we would have different opinions
I'll
on
tell
this.
you later.
All right, after.
Yeah.
But I like A, and I feel like you would like B better for some reason.
I don't know. I can't say, and I can't even reveal anything. You can... No truth. Even the truth serum won't make me reveal.
Right? Mm-hmm. I know. My truth serum was getting too truthy. I had to start slamming some water.
Oh, yeah.
Too truthy.
Too truthy.
Yes. Let's see.
You're going to start making confessions, aren't you?
Yeah. Brian Miller says, to me, the Helix always sounded muffled when he had it.
Yeah. That's kind of how I felt. That's why I when I switched to Kemper, it just had more aggression, you know.
Carl says, hey, y'all, what about another shootout with, I think he meant Kemper, but it says Kemper Stage and Synergy mods.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Sound like Tim the Tool Man. Ha, ha. Nice.
We'll do that shootout. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should. That would be interesting.
Goodness, now we have December's fight night planned.
Yeah, fight nights are going to be fun. I mean, we're really looking forward to that because the thing is, we don't have an agenda. Well, okay, we do. We want you to win. We want you to tune in.
We want Tone Wars channel to take off.
Yeah, and we want this to like help launch the channel, and we want you guys to like really look forward to it. And it's like popcorn, pizza, and beer night, you know, for everybody. They're gonna be ordered. We want this to be like the freaking Super Bowl.
Have some Tone Wars parties.
Yeah,
invite people over.
Yeah, and just watch it on your big screen with your killer surround system, and like enjoy it because again, it's not just gonna be
too big screen. Because then you'll see all the
rinkies.
all of his imperfections.
Yeah, all my crow's feet. So, but
smile lines.
My smile lines, yeah. But here's the thing, though. We want this to be so good that it's not going to be over in 5 minutes. You know how, remember the Tyson fights? Like, everybody paid like $70. You invite a bunch of people over, and it's over in 3 seconds. You go to the
Mexican restaurant to watch the...
Yeah. Well, it's over in 5 seconds, and you're like, oh, really? That sucked, you know? Yeah. So we want these to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. And we're not dragging it out. We're just making it thorough, but we're going to make it fun as well. And all the results will always be revealed at the end. You know, so there's a reason for you guys to stick around. And what we'd like to...
And you'll give your opinion, too.
Yeah, I'll give my opinion afterwards. Not before, but after. And I don't want to be leading the witness, you know. But the thing is we can all talk at the end. We'll have all the players come up behind us, and we'll all just talk about it. And we'll reveal the results, and it's going to be very interesting because a lot of people might come in here with preconceived notions of, well, I like this product better, and they're going to walk out of here maybe feeling better about that, or they're going to start questioning things, you know, and that's why we do the blind test. And you're going to be blind, too, to everything because it's going to give you a chance to kind of experience the same thing, you know.
We've got a lot of people that like A. A sounds so much louder, hard to compare this way. Ah, so maybe that was one that you didn't quite get the volume level on.
Yeah, I might not have got the volume level right on that, so I apologize, but it's...
First one sounded better and more open from Darren. Derek, are you not using a gate on A?
No, well, here's the thing. This is the first time I've used this MXR pedal, and the problem I'm having, I'm getting noise from it. You know, and I don't know if I got a bad chord. I've already switched out 2 chords. So it might be I got to do some testing. This is the first time I ever hooked it up was tonight. So I might have a bad MXR pedal. The AB switcher might be like a thing in there that's screwing up. But I'm going to try a couple different things and make sure that it's thorough and everything works properly. So they said the volume was worse on which one?
Let's see. A sounds so much louder. Hard to compare this way.
So A was louder. A was louder. Let me adjust the volumes on both of these units here and see if we can fix things. And you guys don't know if I'm turning things up or down or whatever. So let me see if that fixed it. Let me do an A-B on this again. 1 second. I'm going to go A to B. Come on, mute. That was a better volume level.
Feel it.
So I turned one up and one down a little bit. I think I found a middle spot. So now what do you guys think?
Put it in the comments.
Yeah, put it
Carl
in the comments.
says he's just waiting on a Salvation Marcus module to come. I have the Savage mod and a Framus Cobra module as well.
Oh, cool. Ooh, you got the Framus, huh? I want to hear that. Is that the Marcus? I think that's the... No, that's not the Marcus. That's the... Mamba, I think, from Salvation. Yeah, that's and he makes some killer stuff.
What is this? Ben says ground loop. Use an EB Tech isolation power strip. Those just played hit my meter the exact same.
Oh, good.
And then Eddie says A is even louder now. Come on, guys.
Come on. I'm trying here. Yeah, so maybe I'll do... How many people we got? Maybe I'll do one more.
21.
We got 21.
Yeah.
All right, we had 32, and now we're down to 21. Interesting. Maybe they just came for the sound
maybe
bites.
You sucked.
Maybe I suck at playing guitar. So anyways... but that's pretty much it. That's what you guys are going to hear. It's actually a very small sample of what you guys are going to hear next weekend because I've got many more presets and profiles that we're going to shoot out. We got cleans, we got high gain, low gain, mid gain stuff. I have my own presets in the Helix. We have other people's presets. We have presets that people sent me that they use and swear by. Some that I've bought for this episode. Some that I've downloaded for free, and it's just there's tons. So that way, at the end of this, it's all going to be kind of filtered out, and there's going to be like, a pretty definitive answer. Yep. Especially now, I think that. Well, let me just say this: in order for it to be definitive. At the end of it, there should be a huge difference between them, because we're going to tally up all the scores, because all the guys are going to score them 1 to 10, So here's basically what we're going to do too. Like if a guy plugs in and he's like, all right, so can you turn the overdrive off? We'll turn the overdrive off. Or do you want it on? Turn it on. Can you give me a little more highs? Yeah, we'll do that because we want them to be able to sculpt each tone the way they like it, and then we'll switch between them, and then they can make a judgment, because you can't just go into a store and pick a Mesa amp and a Orange amp and have it set up just the way the store has it, and then decide on which one you're going to buy. I mean, that's you want to turn some knobs, and then you can find out. So we'll allow that, and then obviously when we click out, it doesn't save any of the settings, so the next guy comes up here fresh, So that's basically how we're going to do it, So we'll have some rules and stuff like that. They can make some changes, but they can't play A and go, oh, I'll give this a 10. No, you got to play B first. You got to play A, then B, then go back to A, and only then can you say what you think.
So many rules.
Well,
There's so many rules.
I've just learned this stuff because you can't just judge the first thing. I mean.
We just had a couple people pop on to say hello from Brazil.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
William May from Brazil and hello from Perth, Australia.
Oh, wow.
Carl is from Perth, Australia.
What's up, Carl?
Awesome.
What's up, William?
Also,
thanks for tuning in.
There's a couple people saying they love the channel. It's an awesome channel.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks so much for the compliments and for tuning in.
Yeah, we really appreciate that very much.
Feel free to subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe.
Like the videos, share them on your social media outlets if you're in any musician groups. Word of mouth, whatever you can do to get the word out. Especially for next week, for Fight Night. Don't forget to tune in to Tone Wars on Sunday, September 1st.
Yeah.
An hour earlier, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
1 week from today, Eastern Daylight Time, 6 p.m. Yeah, we are going to have 5 guitar players down here from different genres. And they're going to play through, we'll probably spend about anywhere from 10 maybe to 15 minutes per guy.
Okay.
For him to go through all of the different presets and profiles. And again, there'll be some that are exactly the same impulse response, some without. And then we also have a bonus round where we're just going to have stuff that the Kemper has that the Helix doesn't have and vice versa against each other, just to be like, man, I didn't know the Helix did that or the Kemper did that. So we'll have some with effects, some without in the bonus round, but for the most part, in the main competition, it's just going to be amp and cab and maybe overdrive pedal if necessary. That's it,
Jack says, yo, do you know of any KSR profiles anywhere?
KSR, you want to go to Get Good Drums. It's a GGD. There's a KSR in there. Yep. And in fact, I got it right here. Let me go up to Browse and go to
Ben Z. Burns. Any glasses. Burns 66A sounds like an FM radio and B sounds like an AM radio. That last one. You're right.
Yeah.
That's a great way to describe it.
So which one sounded like which?
A sounded like FM and B sounded like AM.
Oh, really?
I like that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it all depends on what you're listening on it to. Ask him what he's listening to it on. And I'm not defending anything. I just want to make sure.
Yes. What are you listening to us on? Put it in the comments.
Okay, so here is a KSR I just found for, I'm sorry, what was the gentleman's name? What was the guy's name?
Let's see, Jack Summers.
Jack Summers. Okay, so here is the KSR. I don't know which one I'm on here. So yeah, that's the KSR Gemini from GGD. Yeah.
Burns 66 says, and I have a Helix earbuds. And then Carl says he's listening on his car stereo.
Oh, that's what I do. That's what I do. You got that Connect thing, right? The Bluetooth Connect or whatever. Yeah, I listen to YouTube all the time on my car while I'm driving around. It's hilarious. It sounds good then. You can trust their opinion on that. So
Ben, I don't know if you're trying to tease me or not because I keep saying the same stuff over and over about Fight Night. He's like, so when is Fight Night? What time? And how many guitar players will you have? And is anybody going to be tasered? Tasered. If he goes over 2 hours, I might taser him.
Yeah, I mean, we'll only taser somebody if they pick the wrong unit. No, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a really, really fun night. I mean, we got a lot of big plans. We've put a lot into this. I'm actually nervous because there's a lot weighing on this. I mean,
you put a lot into it.
Well, I feel a big sense of responsibility, and I say this humbly. Like, I don't want to misrepresent a product. You know what I mean? I don't want I'm a business owner, and I would hate if somebody misrepresented me.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I looked bad to the public because I was not presented properly.
But it's not about one's good and one's bad.
Yeah, it's just about which one do people. Well, it's like which one do people prefer?
Sure.
You know, and I think they're both great products. Now, here's the thing: if you're in a heavyweight fight, right, and you're going up against, let's say, I talked about Tyson earlier. So back in the day, if you went up against Tyson, you weren't a joke.
You gotta cover your ears.
Well, yeah, cover your ears.
Go up against him like this.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're in that ring with a pro boxer, that means you deserve to be there. That means you're good. So it's a compliment to both products, the fact that they're actually going to be in the ring together. Yeah. You know, I mean, I wouldn't put some piece of junk up against either one of these products. They're both worthy of being in the same ring together. They really are, you know. So,
and you used your Helix. You've had that for years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 years old, you know. I mean
you...
Yep.
Slept, ate, and drank that thing for 4 years and talked about it.
I got a lot of people into it around here. In fact, some of the guys that are coming to the show next week, they bought one, and I, again, humbly, I say this, but they bought it because of me. Yeah. You know, I helped them out with it, and I don't regret helping them out with that because it's made their life a lot easier when they go on tour and they record, and it's just easier for them.
Is it true? I'm speculating, but I would think that if you had the Helix and you know how to use it, it's going to help you know how to use the Kemper as well.
Yeah, because it's a digital world.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yes, you have to unlearn some things to learn some new things, but at least...
You're familiar, though.
You're familiar, yeah. It's like it's not your first time. It's almost like using a PC and then switching to Mac, you know.
Dave Rebell just signed in, by the way.
Oh, hey, Dave. What's happening? We still got some whiskey left.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Sorry I missed your visit, but thank
you. Dave again.
Cheers to Dave Rebell and Sherry, his wife.
Best whiskey in the world right there.
He says that he's impressed with the Kemper. Great workout with both Line 6 and Kemper.
Yeah, we had fun last night.
Yep.
He stopped by last night, and him and his wife Sherry were here, and we had some good food. We had some sushi. Oh, that sushi was amazing. And then him and I had our own little shootout in the living room. It was fun. We were going back and forth with them, and there's good things about both units, you know. So
Darren West said the KSR sounded great. It was real even. James Miller said he got here late. Did he miss the Bogner? You missed the Bogner.
I'll do the Bogner again.
You do the Bogner again?
Yeah, I'll do it again
for
James.
Just for him.
Just for James. Yeah, anything for James, man. James rules. Okay, so let me go in. This has been fun, you know. I don't mind doing. Did I? Yeah, I did do the Bogner, didn't I? Yeah.
Aaron Lucas says he bought his Kemper because of Carrie, not Uncle Jared.
Thanks, buddy.
Right. Just kidding,
Thanks
he said.
So much for that. All right, so here is the Bogner. Let me do that real quick for James. 1 second. I'm going to go A to B, just so you guys know. So that was B, that one I just finished with. So that's the difference. I still got some volume matching to do, but it's so hard. You got to volume match, like I'm literally doing 100.
Yeah.
100 or 50 here, 50 there. I mean, it's like, it's exhausting. And honestly, there was like 2 or 3 nights ago I was doing this, and I couldn't stand to hear another guitar. I couldn't.
That's a lot for you.
Yeah, I literally could not stand. I couldn't even tell the difference between the two. My ears were so fatigued. It was like, it could have been a Hello Kitty profiler, and I would have been like, yeah, it sounds just like the Kemper. My ears were done.
Yeah.
And I literally got up the next morning and I was like, I don't know if there's going to be a difference.
Aww.
I was doubting it. Then I plugged in again in the morning with fresh ears and I'm like, okay, there's a difference.
You got it.
Yeah,
back.
I was like, okay, my ears are fine now. So it did take a while for me to recover from that. That was a lot of work.
James said thank you for going back to the Bogner.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Anything for you guys, You guys are awesome.
Darren says Bogner A sounds better. Damn, that A sounded really good from Burns66. A sounded great from Jack Summers. B sounded more 3D from Carl.
Okay.
And then, let's see. Darren West, I'm a Helix owner and find my new Kemper really hard to use. All the settings move too much with just a small move. They need a fine-tuned setting.
Yeah. Sometimes when you turn the knobs, you think you're turning to like 10 and it goes to, you're at 40 and you're like, wow, I'm at 40 already? Yeah, it's a different kind of thing when you turn the knob. They're very touchy. So it just takes time to get used to it. Every unit's different. They're all going to have their things, But yeah, I can help anybody with, using either unit. I mean, they're both really easy to use. It's just a matter of knowing what it is that you got to do, to get through it, and then you're okay. But
you gotta make another side hustle.
Yeah, like I have time. Yeah, this summer's been pretty busy for me with this shootout, with growing the channel, and with all this stuff. So it's been interesting.
A labor of love.
Yes, and I do love it. I really do. I mean, all the work that we've done down here.
Yeah.
And the work that we're doing on the Tone Wars fight nights. I mean, we're kind of pouring everything we got into those. I mean, obviously we still want to do like our live streams every Sunday night, and like I want to still do shootouts and videos myself and reviews and stuff like that. But fight night, I want that to be like our special night for all of you guys and us too, where we. Like
everybody gets pizza and hunkers down.
Literally, I want it to be so good that people are like, it's fight night tonight. Yeah. I don't want to talk to anybody. Just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going in my special TV room, and and I don't want anybody bothering me.
It's the bathroom.
Me. Yeah.
You know that? It's the bathroom. If you have kids.
It's the bathroom.
Yeah.
Nobody bother me. Taking a long...
Ooh, Burn66 says he's missing his Steelers game.
Oh, damn. Well, geez, we feel special, don't we? Oh, I hope you're recording it.
Let's see. How do I say this name? He's got Yoda with sunglasses. Lirasimo? What's up, guys?
Oh, hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. We really appreciate it.
That's awesome that you have a notification set up for this. Yeah. Everybody do that. Set up your notifications.
Yes, please do.
Click the bell or something like that, and it'll notify you.
Sorry, I'm turning this down here.
Media.
Yeah. So please do set up your notifications. We don't want anybody to miss fight night. Again, we really have a lot of special stuff planned for you guys that we can't talk about right now, but we've worked really hard on it, and we want it to be, all of them to be special, for everything. So
Kevin Fender says he's just in from his gig. Hi guys, can't get the country slap right on my Kemper Stage. I'm coming from the boss, GT10.
Oh, okay. Wow. I'm trying to think. I know Michael Britt is in a country band and he does profiles.
Oh, just in a little country band.
Yeah, Lone Star. I don't know if you've heard of him. So you might want to check out some of his profiles. Tim, Live Ready Sound, if he's got country ones, I'm not sure if he does or not. Yeah. I only look for metal ones, so you want to check them out. I mean, Tone Junkie. There's a lot of good profiles out there that might work for you. Excuse me. So yeah, try those out. Maybe even Google country Kemper profiles.
GT10 or GT100? Oh, I think that was aimed at Kevin Fender.
He's asking. Yeah. So, what else we got?
Hello all, HH is present. Half-hashed. We need to schedule a pizza delivery for the big event. Exactly.
Yes, there, now
that's
you're talking.
What we're saying.
Yeah, we really want this to be, like something you guys look forward to every month. And
what are we going to drink next week? We need a really special drink. We should, I was going to say we should try to make a Vesper, but that's not really a fight night drink.
Yeah, we can do that, or we can do mojitos.
That's not a fight night drink.
I know it's not.
They're yummy, but that's not a fight night drink.
That's that beer.
Beer, all right.
Yeah, we'll have beer.
Let's do beer.
Beer. Yeah. beer. Yeah, I gotta stay on my game because I gotta watch over.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have it,
dude. I am losing.
He's gonna be a basket case all week, you guys.
Yeah, because it's countdown now. Like I still got some finalizing to do, and I have some volume leveling to do, and I still have probably like 20 more presets and profiles to sift
Mint
through.
julep. No.
That would be for fight night.
Tequila, fireball. Oh, fireball right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that seems like it would hurt.
Mint julep. That's for pillow fight night.
Nice. Dave Rebel, have you done the cleans? Yep, he did the cleans.
Yeah, I did. I did do the cleans.
Ben says beer bottles so you can bust the bottom of the bottle off and cut someone if need be. Don't get annoying or I'll cut you.
I'll cut you. Yeah, that'll be... Yeah, I gotta watch how much if I drink a whole beer, I'll have to have a potty break. I'll probably have to anyways because that's gonna be a long one.
I'll keep it together.
Good, and I'll do the same for you too.
Oh, this Larissimo, dude! I'm the guy from Italy. If you remember from last streaming, hope you guys are doing well. Looking forward for fight night.
Sweet. I'm just thrilled about this. I really am.
World.
I'm scared because I want to make sure that this goes off without a hitch. It's a
healthy scare.
Yeah, it's a healthy scare. I'm happy, but I really don't want to let you guys down. I really don't. I want this to be fair, fun, informative, and when everybody's done with it, they feel like that was just an evening well spent with us and all the people that are going to be here. And
when the haters get in there and start blasting off, you guys get them. You go get them.
Yeah, because there's always going to be the people, that want to come in, oh, you're not doing it right or whatever, and it's like, I don't really know how much more thorough I can be. I really don't. I mean,
there's always going to be the opinion factor.
Sure.
But you know what the beauty of that is? It's your opinion.
Yeah.
And it's our opinion, and it's their opinion.
It's fine.
Go chase your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Go chase it. And the thing is that's a reason why we're going to have a list of questions that we're going to ask the players. Like, if they say, well, I'll give this a 10, why are you going to give that a 10? It's not just give it a 10 and give that one a 4. Why? So they can explain, well, this one feels better. It sounds like this, or it reacts this way. And there's going to be stuff that they're going to say. And hopefully that will resonate with people out there that look for those same things. You know what I mean? So that it'll resonate with them and they'll be able to kind of relate to that and be like, wow, I'm glad he said that because that's kind of what I look for. Like with me, it's the picks, it's the chicken, it's the scratch. Because if you do scratch on a certain unit and it sounds all muddy and crappy, and then you do it on another unit and it's really clear, that's something I look for. Mm-hmm. Not because I do a lot of scratching, but it just tells me things. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's all that kind of stuff too. So that's, all those things add up. And that's why we're getting multiple players and we're doing it blind so that all of them will hopefully, strike a chord. Yeah. No pun intended, with some of you out there. So
half-hashed. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thanks for the super chat.
Dude, wow. Thank you.
He says the first round is on him. That's a lot of beer for $50.
Dude, thank you. That's a lot of potty breaks, bro.
Right.
I'm going to have to get a catheter.
Ew.
So if you
That's why we're going to be behind the big stage.
If you see me making funny faces, like, what did you think of that? Hang on a second.
Ew.
You'll know what's going on.
Did you have some issues with the Kemper Stage yet? Seen a lot of complaining lately on social media.
Aaron Short, I'll give a shout out to Aaron Short. He has had a couple of units he had to swap out. One was, I can't remember what the first issue was, but he had another issue where he had lights on the effect switches that were coming on for no reason, and he had no effects assigned. They said that it was a software issue, and the next update would fix that. So, him and I'm trying to remember if there's any other issues. I don't remember hearing anything else. Mainly Aaron Short, and that was it. There's probably other people. I'm not going to say anything about mine because I got a big event coming up next week.
Right, don't jinx it.
I'm not going to jinx it.
Aaron Lucas wants to know if you can do a tutorial video on running the mission engineering expression pedal with the Kemper like you did on morphing.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
A little quick one.
Yeah. Thanks for the suggestion, Aaron. I could do that. You just want to know like how to hook it up and how to program it to do like wah and volume.
Put it
maybe
in there.
Is that
we'll
what it is?
find out.
Yeah, let me know.
Half Hash said you can make an IR in the throne room.
I'll do my best.
Nice.
That's hilarious. Again, thank you so much for the super chat. You and Ben, thank
Yeah.
you so much. We really appreciate that. It really helps get this going because I do spend my own money on these presets and these profiles, and Ben helped me out. Ben Burnett. He helped me out by sending me some this week, and they sound fantastic. So. And you heard one of them tonight. So
Aaron said all of the above.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'll as soon as this episode's over, I'll be freed up a little bit.
Yeah.
As soon as this
Fight
whole
night's over.
Yeah, as soon as fight night's over, I'll be freed up. So what I'm going to do is I think I only got to work a couple nights this week, so I'm going to spend the rest of the week literally eat, sleep, drink these 2 units, get everything dialed in. And I'll apologize in advance if anything's a little off that night, but it's definitely not intentional.
Right.
Because here's the thing, too. Something that you guys got to understand, and I'm sure a lot of you do, but let me just put this out there. Some units, presets, or profiles, I'll just say tones. Some tones will just seem louder than others because of the way that they're EQ'd or whatever. But when I look at the meter over here, it's exactly the same. It just stands out more. So to your ears, you're like, oh, that one's louder. It's not. Those are the ones that just sit in the mix better.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I don't know. It fools you in thinking that it's louder, but it's not. It just sits in a mix better. So I have to keep all that in mind too. So I literally have to get, I'll probably use my phone and get a meter, and I'm just gonna put it in front of me, and I'm going to play each unit. I'll probably play it with like heavy palm mutes and chords to get it the same, and I want to get them the same numbers, and then I'll hit save on both units. Yeah. Go to the next one, same thing.
Because save works so well.
Yeah, save works so well.
It works so well for Jared.
Yeah, sometimes it does,
We're up to 35 people now, just
so
you know.
Awesome. Well, I'm really glad you guys are here.
Said, can you run through them one more time?
Yeah, who's asking that?
Ben.
Ben? Okay. You know what? I will, because we got 35 people here. Let me run through all of them one more time. I will just talk briefly in between each one.
Leave the mic on and just say what you're...
Yeah, so, all right, so let's go back to the rev on both units. So I'm going to find the rev.
So for all of the new people that just tuned in, Sunday, September 1st, we're having our first fight night. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time instead of 7. So tune in at 6 p.m. It's going to be a wonderful shootout, blind shootout between the Kemper Stage, and the Helix. There'll be 5 players. They're not going to know what they're playing through. They have to not necessarily guess which one, but just rate each one.
They're going to rank it 1 to 10.
Yep.
So here is the rev. I'm going to go A to B.
Got it.
For the rest of these. Just A, then B.
And what was this? This was the rev.
This is the rev. So let me mute the mic and do that real quick for you. There was a major imbalance there on those two. But I adjusted for the one before that, so now those are off. So apologize, but that's just the way it is. Let me adjust these again.
What time is that in Scotland? Your guess is as good as mine. Rev B, too loud. Yeah, he's realized and is trying to adjust.
Yep, so I'm trying to adjust because I made adjustments earlier for something else. Again, I'm not done with all these adjustments, so let me try one more time here. Okay, that last one was A, so that was B to A. So that's what I did there. So, all right, so let me do the next one, which was, what was the next one? Running through these for you guys again here. Do it quickly. All right, it was 5150. So let me go to the 5150 on both units. And let me see here.
Now I'm starting to think about what beer I'm going to drink for next. What are you going to drink?
Oh, I already know what I'm going to drink. I'm going to drink that really good summer beer. That way I can have a couple, and it's not going to affect me.
Not bring out the truth.
Yeah, they're only 2.5 percenters, so...
It's difficult for me to drink beer because I'm gluten-free, and all of the gluten-free beers taste like doo-doo.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. They have some really nice ciders, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? We'll find out. All right, so here is the 5150 A to B, all right? So, again, a little bit of a volume thing, but I'm working on it. So there's those two.
Are they all stock patches, or have you tweaked them?
I haven't tweaked anything. Nope, no tweaking. So anything that I get in the Kemper, I just pick it, and if it's something that I feel is pertinent for the show, I play it real quick and go, all right, that's it. Mm-hmm. If I do any tweaks at all, which I haven't done, but I'm still gonna, I got about 20 more to go. If I do any, it'll be minuscule, because the way I look at picking profiles, especially in the Kemper, is if I got to do that much work to it, I'll just pick another one. You know, I usually leave everything at noon, everything at neutral, and if I want to bump the highs a little bit, I'll just do that, or bump lower the bass or a little. That's it, though. I don't do a lot of tweaking. That's just not what I do. Next one is going to be the Friedman HBE. So let me find that on here and go back up here. Friedman.
You're going to have to turn your air conditioning on like polar vortex for next Sunday.
I am.
Yeah.
It's going to be warm down here with all these people.
Extra people.
Yep. So bear with me 1 second. There's so many to sift through. HBE. And they all blend in together after a while. There it is. That's the problem with the Helix, is it blinks. So you're like, which one is it? All right, 1 second. A to B. Okay, so there's that. And then the next one is going to be the Bogner.
Good night, Kevin.
Good night, Kevin. Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
1:30 a.m. in Ireland.
Oh, boy. Jeez.
And then it's 2:30 in Italy. Man, I just love it that there's people watching.
I know,
all over the
I do
world.
too.
It's crazy.
It's awesome. I love, that's one of the things I love about YouTube and this channel is we're able to, I've talked to so many people from different states, different countries and stuff like that. Like Darren West, I've talked to him on Facebook phone.
He's from Australia.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it's great
Australia,
getting to know
New
people.
Zealand are on my bucket list.
Yep.
Along with Iceland. Is there anybody from Iceland watching?
That would be nice. Okay, so here is the Bogner, A to B. Okay, those don't have the same IR. They're just a complete different thing. You know, obviously they sound really different.
Darren West says Rev B, 5150B, Friedman A, Bogner A. Okay. Those must be his preferences.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So next is the Fender Bassman. We're going to do the Fender Bassman. All right, so that's the clean. So hopefully Dave's still watching. We can do the clean for Dave.
Are you still watching, Dave?
You better be. You better be. Okay, so here, Dave kind of, he's played, I think we did the Bassman at my house the other
Bye,
night.
Carl. Thanks for watching. He just arrived at work. It's 8:30 a.m. there in Perth.
Thanks for watching, buddy. Have a great day at work. All right, so A to B, Fender clean. Here we go. Turn the mic off. So there you have it, A to B on that. So there's all of them again, but that's
so nice.
Yeah.
So nice.
But that's not all of them. Again, there's going to be 50 at least.
Yeah.
Probably going to be more because I'm kind of an overachiever. You know. So, and I'm learning some stuff tonight. Just listening in my in-ears. Yeah. I don't know what it sounds like to you guys, but I'm hearing some stuff in my in-ears that are just kind of showing me some stuff. So again, there will be the same impulse response on a lot of them, and there will be different, just whatever however they're made.
Yeah.
Like I got some that are paid presets on the Helix. I'm not changing anything on those because those are paid presets that people buy, and I'll shoot it out with a profile in the Kemper that's the same amp, but I can't take the cab out of the Helix and put it in a Kemper. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. So I just got to shoot them out that way,
Let's see.
But again,
James, go ahead.
Well, I'm just sorry. So again, for every amp that I put as a shootout, there'll be five
different versions
of that. So it's fair. It's not just based on one version of the amp.
James Miller says, of course, Bogner is his favorite, but he could make any of the high gain ones work with a bit of tweaking. Darren West, Fender B. I'm listening on iPhone headphones, so who knows?
Oh, okay. Yeah, the B was a little more chimey for me too. Yeah. I thought it sounded real chimey and nice. Yep, I like them. I like them both, but I'm always gonna have a preference. Well, everybody's gonna have a preference. I mean, but if you have to choose between two things, you're gonna you gotta pick one. One of them's gonna be better for you. So,
and that's okay.
Yeah, and there's no right or wrong with this. There really isn't. I've heard people say the same thing about both units. I've heard people say, "Oh, I can't get a good tone out of the Kemper, and I just gave up, and I'm just going to stick with the Helix," and vice versa.
And one of them will sound better solo, by itself, or for a lead. But then when you put it in a mix with everything else, it doesn't sound as good. Yeah. So there's just different scenarios.
Yep, and
that you would use them for.
Yep, and there's the whole thing too. You got to dial stuff in according to what what the use is going to be. So I like to find a good balance with that. I like to find something that I love to hear by itself, and when I go out and perform, it sounds great in the mix too. And there's a way to make that happen.
Half-hashed. I don't know, but A sounds a lot more open and B sounds more muffled.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, there'll be several different versions on that night, for everyone to hear,
I turned my phone off. I had 4% battery left, so I don't know how many people are watching.
Okay, let me check real quick, and then, because we're rounding up to, we're an hour and a half right now, which we usually is quit time almost, so we're at 30 people right now. You guys want me to do one more? Tell me to do one more. Pick an amp, and I'll do it. And I'll do one more that's in the competition.
First person to put it up there.
First person to put it up there. We'll pick that one and run with it, and we'll call it a night after that. I love the comments, and again, I love the super chats. Thank you so much for those. It really helps us. It really does, because
puts a little gas in the tank.
There's a lot that go in here. Keith said EVH, and Aaron said Marshall. Aaron, you're too late. James said your choice. Darren said Marshall. How about we make everybody happy? Let's do a Marshall and a EVH. Okay, so let's do that, and then we'll pull out of here. So I'm going to do let's start with the Marshall. Okay, so we will go to this guy here, and I will definitely get to the EVH as well, so bear with me, guys. I'm going to go to...
I'm going to say your name wrong. Lercimo. Have a good night. Thank you for the comment. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much.
He said that I was beautiful.
Oh. Oh, she is.
Well, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a Marshall 2204 against a Marshall 2204. So let me mute the mic. It's going to be A to B. Okay, so that last one was B. Okay, so let's go to the EVH. Let's do this is for you, Ben Burnett.
He said, do the rev.
I got one better for Ben. I got one Ben's really going to like. Ben's going to like this one a lot.
Jim, I'm not going to be able to sing next time, man. Not during fight night. Maybe you'll hear me. Actually, they will hear me sing. We've got a surprise, right, in the beginning.
Yeah.
A little teaser.
A little surprise for everyone. Yep. Okay, so this is the EVH.
Jim says, damn it.
Against the EVH. All right, so let me go down here. Sorry, guys. There's so many things in here that
Jack says A sounds so much more full.
Yeah.
Eric Hines chimed in. I've had my Kemper Stage for a few days now, and I love it. Thanks again for your videos.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for commenting. I appreciate that very much. I'm really glad that you're digging it. It's a great product. You know, they're both really fun to play, and they have a lot of great options. Okay, so here is the EVH, and this is actually my preset that I made in the Kemper, or in the Helix against the one in the Kemper. Same impulse response. Hopefully I got the volume match going. That was the one that we had issues with earlier with the volume match. So
they'll deal with it.
Yeah, so here we go. So there you go. That was A to B. The volumes were a little off again, but
I don't know. I'm liking A's. I'm liking the A's.
You liking the A's?
Liking the A's.
Okay.
You know I don't know what in the world's going on over there.
You don't know. Yeah, she doesn't. Right. She doesn't. And
Lots of blinky lights.
Yeah, usually when I ask her, what do you think of this guitar tone? You go,
sounds like a guitar.
Exactly. She doesn't care.
When do I get to sing?
Yeah. Sounds like a guitar. Turn it down because I can't hear my voice. You know, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah. So anyways, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's just a hint of things to come. It's just a spoonful, you know, of what we're going to do next week. And when the guys all show up and do this is going to be really, really revealing, really interesting. And I'm probably going to be sweating bullets for like
big ones.
Yeah, like an hour before we go live because there's so much riding on this, and I want this to launch. I want this to kind of make our show, bring it to another several levels. Hopefully.
Yeah, Jamie just chimed in.
And it to be fun. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jamie? Yeah, so we want this to be really, really fun for everybody. So, again. Order your pizzas.
Get your beer ready.
Get your beer. Get your popcorn.
I'll get my gluten-free beer ready.
Yeah, get your snacky snacks.
Snacky snacks.
Get all your stuff because next week is going to be freaking ridiculous.
That's right. Lots of hard work. Lots of fun.
Yes.
Couple of surprises.
Yep, there will be some surprises. And please, comment on the comment section after we're done here, we're wrapping up now. So when we're done, put any suggestions that you may have as well. I'm open to that because again, I want this to be like we did everything we could do to make sure that this was fair and educational for everyone. So what do we got real quick? Let's read a couple things and then we'll call it a night here.
Jamie says, hey guys, just getting home from a long weekend. Yeah,
I'm sure you did.
I'm looking forward to listening next weekend. Spencer, only here for the last one, but A was way better. I'm a Helix user, and I think that was the Kemper. B sounds more scooped. Ooh, there's a new term, scooped.
That's been around a while. Not for you, though.
Jim Carrey could run her voice through the Helix. Not that she needs it. I hope like a vocal processor.
Yeah, you could.
I need a little more bass in my voice.
Mm-hmm. It's all about that bass.
Keith said, thanks for the great show. We love you guys too. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe, share the page on all of your social media outlets. You know, we love the super chats, like the videos. And keep commenting. It's so fun. I love reading your comments and responding. And thanks for the compliments.
Yeah, that's like her. That's one of the things that she really loves about being here is just having the iPad in front of her and just interacting with you guys and reading and enjoying that. You know, and it's a lot of fun for both of us. So there's no such thing as too many comments, right?
Right.
I mean, we'll take them all. You know, I mean, we love it. You know, because that's really what this is about is interacting with everyone.
Right.
You know, so that's the most fun right there.
Yep. All right.
So
we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Yes. Thank you all so much for spending your evening with us. We really do appreciate that immensely. And Again, thank you all very much, and we'll see you all next Sunday. I can't freaking wait. This is going to be off the chain. All right, have a good night, everybody.